Marion at Marion. Jumping for Gate City is center, number 4, senior Tracy Ghost. For Marion is number 54, Robin. Only have first names for them. Number 24 bringing the ball down the court for Marion. Passes off to number 42, that's Jenny. Into Robin. Robin out to number 24, across to number 44. Underneath number 40, and Ghost knocks it away from Robin. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Marion's ball. Number 42 passing it in, that's Jenny. Passes into number 24, Christian. Out to number 54, Robin. Robin at the top of the key, passing to number 44 to number 42. Jenny back to Robin. Robin tries to dribble, puts up a shot, no good. Air ball there, and Christian gets the rebound and puts it in. Christian with 2 for Marion. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Setting up the offense, trying to get something open up inside. Trish Edwards at the forward position. Back to Bellamy. Morris with the ball now at the top of the key. Passes back to Bellamy. Bellamy has it almost stolen from her. Good job of getting the ball back under control. Morris passes to Edwards. Edwards with the shot. No good. And number 42, Jenny with the rebound. Passes back to number 24, Christian. Out to number 44. Back to Christian. Out to number 42, Jenny to Robin. Jenny back to Christian. Out to number 44, faking back to Christian. Across to Jenny, back to Christian, and not being able to open up anything against this Gate City defense. Score is 2-0, Marion with the lead. Passing the ball around out on the perimeter, trying to get something open up on the inside. 42 with the shot, Jenny, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts up the shot, no good. And number 40 goes up, and looks like Morris goes down on the court. And that's who the foul is against. That's Morris's first foul tonight. And number 40 goes to the line. That's Dana. Or Dana. She's got 2 shots. First shot is up, and it's good. She'll have 1 more shot. Second shot is up, and it's good. She sinks some ball. Marion with a 4-point lead now. Score is 4-0. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Morris. Morris looks, shoots, and hits it. Morris with 2 for Gate City. Score is 4-2. Christian bringing the ball down the court for Marion. Passes to Jenny. Back to Christian, across to number 44, Michelle, to Jenny to Christian. They're just passing the ball around on the perimeter, trying to open something up on the inside, and they can't get it. Underneath number 40, and Robin almost loses the ball. Out to Christian. To Jenny, back to Christian, pulls, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Edwards. And Edwards passes out to Bellamy to bring the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Morris. Morris looks. Passes back to Bellamy. Bellamy trying to open something else up. Morris with the shot just off the back of the rim. Ghost with the rebound. Trying to put the shot up. Couldn't get it in there. He's got a foul. I believe it's going to be against number 54. That'll be Robin of Marion. And that's who the foul is against. It's just Robin of Marion. And it'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Bellamy looking to shoot. Passes back to Morris. Morris back to Bellamy to Edwards. And 3 seconds is called against Tracy Ghost. It'll be Marion's ball. Score is 4-2. Marion with the 2-point lead. We've got about 5 minutes left on the clock in the first period. Christian bringing the ball down the court for Marion. Passes off to Jenny, back to Christian. Michelle with the shot. Now off the rim, no good. Robin with the rebound. Ghost going up, got the foul, but the shot is good. So Robin will have 2 points and 1 shot from the foul line. And that'll be Ghost's first shot. Or excuse me, first penalty tonight. Shot is up, and she hits it. Robin with 3 points. Score is 7-2. Marion with a 5-point lead over Gate City. Bellamy looking to pass. Passes into Morris. Morris looking to set the offense up. Passes back to Bellamy. Bellamy trying to make something happen. Nothing there. Bellamy again looking inside. Passes back out to Morris. Morris passing inside, and Gate City loses the ball as Ghost and Smith both went for it. Christian now bringing the ball down the court for Marion. Passes down to Jenny. Back to Christian. She pulls, and number 40 looking inside to number 42. Shot is good. Jenny now with 2. Bellamy passing off to Morris. Morris looking inside. Can't find anything. Passes out to Smith. Smith pulls, puts a shot up. No good. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Score is 9-2 right now. Gate City is down by 7 points. Bellamy with the shot, and it's good. That's a little bit messed up. The referee calls timeout to fix that. Score is 9-4. Gate City down by 5 points as Christian brings the ball down the court for Marion. Passes out to Jenny. Jenny looking inside. Nothing there. Pulls, looks for a shot. Still nothing there. Christian out to Michelle. Michelle with the shot off the rim. No good. And Smith and Jenny are called with the jump ball, and it'll be Gate City's ball. We've got 3 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Gate City is down by 5 points. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City, trying to set up the offense. Passes out to Morris. Morris looking inside, back to Bellamy, underneath to Edwards at the forward position. Bellamy again to Morris at the top of the key. Bellamy looking inside, nothing there. Morris looking inside, passes back to Bellamy. Inside the Ghost, she had some trouble with it. Jump ball is called, and it'll be Marion's ball with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Jenny will be inbounding the ball for Marion, passes into Christian. Christian bringing it down the court for Marion. Score is 9-4. Gate City down by 5 points in the first quarter. Passes off to Michelle. Back to Christian, across to Jenny. Jenny with the shot outside the rim, no good. And traveling is called against Jenny, and she was on the floor trying to get control of the ball. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock, and Bays comes in for Edwards. Bays will be inbounding the ball. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Morris. Morris back to Bellamy. And again, 3 seconds is called on Tracy Ghost. That's the second time in the first quarter. Jenny inbounding the ball to Christian. We've got 2 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Christian bringing the ball down the court. Passing off to Michelle. Michelle looking inside, can't find anything. Passes back to Christian, out to Jenny, to Dana, back to Robin. Jenny pulling, passing off to Michelle, to Dana. Dana puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bays. Bays bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Morris. Morris looking for a shot, can't find anything. Passes back to Bays. Bays puts a shot up. Ghost goes down on the court, and that looked like a little bit premature call there. He called the walk before she went down, and her feet did not move. Anyway, it's Marion's ball, and we have 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The score is 9-4. Gate City is still down by 5 points. Christian bringing the ball down to the top of the key for Marion. Looking inside, just pulls and shoots all the way. Rebounded by Robin. She goes up with it and hits it. Robin now with 5 points for Marion. Morris passing to Smith. Smith got the ball knocked away from her by Dana. Robin came up with it, and Jenny now bringing it down the court for Marion. Scores 11-4. Jenny looking with the ball now, passes back out to number 30. Christian looking, nothing there, passes back out to Jenny. Jenny trying to look inside. Number 30 over to Christian. Inside to Robin, to Dana. Robin takes the ball away from Ghost. and gets another 2. She's got 7 points now to lead for Marion. Bellamy bring the ball down the court. Something on the court. Plastic snake, actually. And the referee goes pointing off for the ball to be thrown back in. Bellamy whips the ball. Passes to Bays. Bays looking inside. Ghost almost lost the ball, and it's knocked away again. Gate City not taking good care of the ball as number 30 brings it down the court, passes to Jenny. Back out to Christian. We have 40 seconds left on the clock. Jenny pulls, shoots outside the rim. Finally, number 54 is called with over the back. And that is her second personal foul. We've got 34 seconds left on the clock. And Gate City sends in Edwards for Ghost, and number 52, Elizabeth, comes in for Robin, who has 2 fouls in the first period. Bellamy bring the ball down the court for Gate City. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock. The score is 13-4. Gate City having a lot of trouble. Morris with the ball now for Gate City. Passes off to Bellamy. Bellamy back to Morris. Morris back out to Bellamy. Bellamy pulls, shoots. No good. Everyone going for the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball. We've got 13 seconds left on the clock. Passes into Smith. She lost control of the ball there. She's turned, tried to shoot. And it goes out of bounds off of Morris. With 7 seconds left on the clock. Jenny will be inbounding the ball for Marion. Passes into Christian, and it looks like they're going to try to score again. 3 seconds on the clock. Shot is up, no good. And goes out of bounds, and that's the end of the first quarter. Marion gets off to an early lead. Score is 13-4. Marion with a 9-point lead over Gate City. Sandy Blackwell talking to his team right now, trying to get things straightened out, trying to get them back into shape. They haven't been controlling the ball very well and keeping control of the ball. Just offensively, when they're down there under the goal, they've been losing the ball a lot. The Marion team is slapping at the ball and taking it away from Gate City. They've lost the ball 3 or 4 times just from that, and it has had a negative effect on Gate City's scoring, to say the least. The score is 13-4. Only scores are from Bellamy and Morris, each with 2 points. For Marion, Robin has 7 points. Jenny has 2, Dana has 2, and Christian has 2. Also, foul-wise, Ghost has 1 personal foul, and Morris with 1 for Gate City, while Robin has 2 for Marion. It'll be Gate City's ball. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court, trying to set up the offense. Passes to Bays. Bays looking inside, knocked away, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball. Morris will be inbounding the ball. Gate City has the ball right underneath their own goal. Passes into Bellamy. Goes out of bounds, and it should still be Gate City's ball. That went out on Christian. And Morris again will be inbounding the ball. Passes into Bellamy. Morris puts up the shot off the rim. Goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Gate City's ball. Jenny going over the back of Edwards. No foul called. Morris inbounding the ball. Good screen by Heather Smith, but Bellamy travels. Gate City comes out in the full court press. And Christian having a little bit of trouble, but gets past the press. Looking across, finds Jenny. She hits the jumper. Jenny now with 4 points from Marion. Score is 15-4. Gate City falling behind. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes into Bays. Bays looking inside. Brings it into Edwards. She gets the shot off, and it's good. A lot of work for 2 points, but it's worth it for Gate City. Score is now 15-6. Need to close in. And Heather Smith picks that one off. Pulls with the jumper. Misses it. Gets her own rebound. Goes up again with it. Missed that one, but she was fouled on the shot. Let's see who it's against. Number 23 with the push, I believe. couldn't have been 23. Had to be 24. That was Christian with her first foul. Smith has 2 shots. First one's up, ain't good. Score is 15-7. She'll have 1 more shot. It's up, and she hits that one also. Score is now 15-8. Marion having more trouble with the press. She gets in between Morris and Bays there, and they call the foul against Morris. That's her second personal foul tonight. We have 6 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock. Both teams have 3 team fouls. Christian with the ball, passing out to Jenny. Jenny looking inside. Passes back to Christian at the top of the key. Underneath number 50. My God, she's a giant. Jenny with the ball. Passes number 30. She lost control of it. Almost going back court. Good defense by Bellamy there. Christian passing back to number 40. Number 50 trying to get open underneath. Her name's Vicky, and she looks like she's 6'6". Christian with the ball, passing back to number 30. Back to Christian. And number 30 is Anna. Shot up by Jenny. She hits it. Jenny now has 6 points for Marion. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Score is 17-8. Bellamy passing out to Morris. Morris from 3-point range, off the front of the rim, just a little bit short. Christian bringing the ball down the court for Marion, trying to slow things down and let it set up. Passes out to Jenny, back to Christian, out to Anna, and she's called with traveling. Edwards will be inbounding the ball for Gate City, and Carter and Ghost come into the game. Carter coming in for Bellamy and Ghost in for Smith. So now Gate City has in Edwards, Carter, Bays, Ghost, and Morris. Carter setting up the play at the top of the key. Looking to Edwards. Edwards trying to look inside. Nothing there. Back out to Carter. Carter out to Morris. Morris from 3 and hits it. Morris now with 5 points. Score is 17-11. Gate City playing some good D on the press here. They did get the pass in to Christian. She passes off to Jenny. And the pass goes out of bounds as they tried to hit Vicky at the forward position. And Marion calls a timeout with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Score is 17-11 as Morris has 5 points after hitting that last 3-pointer. Bellamy with 2, Smith with 2, and Edwards with 2 also. For Marion, the leading scorer is Robin. She's been sitting out since she has 2 fouls. She has 7 points. Right behind her is Jenny, who has 6. Dana has 2, and Christian also with 2 points. We've got 5 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Sandy Blackwell giving some instructions to his varsity girls basketball team. They're down by 6 points right now. And it'll be Gate City's ball. Edwards inbounding the ball for Gate City. Carter bringing the ball down the court. Sets up the offense. Passes to Bays. Bays looking inside. Passes back to Carter. And it was knocked away by a Marion player, so she could get across. She goes underneath. Goes, tries to spin. Shot is no good. Edwards with the rebound. Puts it in. Edwards with 4 for Gate City. They have to get the rebounds. Christian is getting open on that press, and that's the only thing that's stopping Gate City. Anna trying to losing control of it, and she's caught with the backcourt. It'll be Gate City's ball at the sideline. Score is 17-13, 5-point lead for Marion. Excuse me, 4-point lead. Carter setting up the offense. Passes to Bays, open shot, and it's good. Bays with her first 2 of the night. Jenny trying to pass it in. Can't get anybody open. Finally, Christian gets open. Passes back out to Jenny. Back to, oh, that was close to her back court. Christian just getting her feet across the line as she jumped across to catch that ball. Vicky couldn't get anything on the inside. Number 32 passing back out to Christian. To Jenny. Christian back to Jenny, back to Christian with the shot off the rim. Goes with the rebound. Good job underneath the goal. Passes out to Morris. Morris bringing it down the court and finds Edwards underneath. Pulls, couldn't get the shot off. Back to Morris. Morris from 2, just off the rim. Christian bringing it down the court. A few players down there and almost lost out of bounds by Jenny. Good play to keep it in bounds. Number 32 with the ball passes out to Christian at the forward position. Inside to Jenny. Back out to Christian looking for a shot. Nothing there. Back out to Jenny to Anna. Almost goes out of bounds. Just missed the line. Jenny with the ball at the top of the key, passes to Christian, who comes back up to the top of the key and sets up the offense, passing to number 32. Back to Christian, to Jenny. And they're just passing around the perimeter, trying to get something opened up on the inside. Can't do it. Number 32 is BJ. Anna now with the ball back to BJ. BJ pulls, passes back out to Anna. Excuse me, Jenny. Shot was up, no good. I think they're going to call Morris with the foul. That's who it is. Morris has 3 personal fouls in the first half of the ball game. She'll come out for a breather as Bellamy goes in for her. And it'll be Marion's ball underneath their own goal. Jenny inbounding the ball. Passes in and Bays takes it away. Bays going down the court on a fast break. Passes across to Bellamy. Bellamy trying to come in. And a blocking call will be called on BJ. That's what the call is. It'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Score is 17-15. Gate City's down by 2 points. Bellamy with the ball, passing back to Carter. Carter shoots. No good. Edwards just losing the rebound. Number 20 bringing it down the court. Sally passes to 52. Elizabeth back out to BJ. Setting up the offense, passes back to Christian. Christian out to Sally. Back to Christian. Looking inside, nothing there. Sally back to Christian. Outside, BJ. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Ghost knocks that one away. Bellamy. Not a good call. Bellamy got tied up there as the ball was knocked away from her by Christian, and she was called with the traveling. BJ with the ball passing out to Christian, back to BJ, looking inside, can't find anything. 2 minutes left on the clock. Sally pulls, passes out to BJ, shot is good. That's her first 2 points tonight. Score is 19-14, a minute and 48 seconds left on the clock. Passes to Bays. Bays comes inside. She's called with traveling. BJ inbounding the ball for Marion. Oh, just missed by Carter. Trying to cut her off. She passes out to Sally. Cross to BJ. BJ trying to look inside. Nothing there. Back out to Sally. Sally trying to set up the offense. Christian with the ball at the top of the key, passes to BJ. BJ looking inside, nothing there. Back to Christian, out to Sally. Christian with the ball at the top of the key to BJ, still nothing underneath. Good defense from Gate City on the inside. BJ almost lost the ball there, passes out to Elizabeth. Elizabeth out to Sally, Christian to BJ. And they just can't get inside of this Gate City defense. Minute and 3 seconds left on the clock. BJ with the shot, and it's off the rim. Edwards gets the rebound. And passes off to Carter. Carter bringing it down the court, passes to Ghost, knocked away by Elizabeth. Christian with the ball, 42 seconds left on the clock, slows it down. Looking for someone to pass to, passes to Sally. Sally at the forward position. BJ underneath to Anna. Anna into Elizabeth, and it's taken away but Sally comes up with it and goes in for two. Carter bringing the ball down the court with 21 seconds left on the clock. The score is 21-15. Gate City down by 6. And it's knocked away by number 32. It'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. 15 seconds left on the clock, and Morris will come in for Carter. Morris in heavy foul trouble as she has 3 fouls in the first half of the game. Passes into Bellamy. Bellamy out to Morris. Morris looking to get a shot off. She's open, puts it up from three-point range. No good. She was fouled. We have 9 seconds left on the clock. She'll have 2 shots. Fouls on number 32, BJ. Morris will go to the line with 2 shots. Gate City down by 6 points. 9 seconds left on the clock. First shot is up and good. Morris leading Gate City scoring now with 6 points. She has 1 more shot. Second shot is up, and it's good. She's got 7 points now, and it's Marion's ball. Elizabeth passing in, or now Sally is, and Marion trying to get someone open, passes into Christian. She's trapped, looks for someone to pass to, and oh, she picked up her own pass there as it was shot up by Elizabeth. No good. That's the end of the first half. Gate City down by 4 points, I believe. Score is 21-17. We'll be back for the second half. We're back for the second half now, and it'll be Marion's ball. Marion with a 4-point lead over Gate City. The score is 21-17. Christian trying to get open, couldn't get her through. Robin back in the game. She's got 2 fouls for Marion. Christian with the ball at the top of the key, keeping things slowed down, trying to get someone open underneath. Looks like all their offense are preset plays. And if Gate City can stop them once, then they should do all right. Robin pulls, shoots off the rim, no good, gets her own rebound. Passes out to Christian. Christian looking out, passes to Jenny. Jenny back to Christian. Letting things relax a little bit and coming back on the same run. Jenny pulls and hits Robin underneath, misses a shot. Christian passing back out to Jenny. Gate City doing a good job of denying Marion, but Marion is eating up the clock. Jenny passing back and forth with number 44, 40 shoots, and Edwards comes down with the rebound. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City, looking to set up the offense. Gate City doesn't like to take as much time. They like to go quick, gun and run. Smith with the ball, looking inside, pulls, shoots, no good. And Robin comes down with the rebound. And it looks like they called a foul against Trish Edwards. And that's who it is with the push. That'll be Edwards' first personal foul tonight. Robin will be inbounding the ball. Gate City with a full court press on him. Robin now trying to get the ball down the court. Passes across to number 40, Dana, to Jenny. Jenny with the shot, no good. And Smith comes out to rebound. Referee calls a jump ball, and Coach Blackwell is saying, what for? It's Gate City's ball anyway, but that may hurt him later on. Bellamy bring the ball down the court for Gate City. The score is still 21-17. Bellamy passing to Bays out at the forward position, back out to Bellamy. Bays trying to look inside, nothing there actually. And Jenny comes away with that one. And Ghost knocking that away from Robin, but Jenny was there to pick it back up. Christian bring the ball out. She turned it over there. They didn't catch that. Trying to set things up at the top of the key, moving the ball a little bit slow. Michelle looking underneath, nothing there. Pulls and hits the jumper, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Gate City's ball. The referee had a close look at that one as the ball went between his legs. Trish Edwards inbounding the ball. We have 5 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock in the third period. Score is still 21-17. Bays looking inside, finds Smith. Smith pulls, tries to get a shot off, and it was blocked. Christian on the layup misses it. And a foul is called. Let's see what it is. Number 33, they call it on Smith with a push. That'll be Smith's first personal foul tonight, and Jenny will be inbounding the ball. Gate City trying to close things off. Dana from the top of the key misses. Edwards having some trouble. Smith comes down with the rebound there, excuse me. Bellamy bring the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes off to Bays. Bays with the shot. It's short. Edwards with the rebound. Puts it up again short. Smith with the rebound. No good. Edwards with the rebound. Shot up and good. Edwards now with 6. Score is 21-19. Gate City only down by 2 points now. So far, we've got 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in this quarter, and only 2 points have been scored. Christian bringing the ball down the court. Looks to shoot. Nothing there. Number 40 shoots. No good. And she goes down after the shot. Coach Blackwell is saying nothing happened. She fell on her own with the call on the foul on Smith, who was a couple feet away and did not lay a hand on her. That's Smith's second personal foul. It'll be Marion's ball underneath her own goal. Trying to inbound the ball, finds Michelle into number 42. The shot no good. Smith with the rebound, getting in there. Bellamy bring the ball down the court. Gate City only down by 2 points. Passes into Bays. There's a foul on number 42, Jenny. It'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Bays will be inbounding the ball. Number 30 coming in for Marion. That's Anna coming in for number 40. Passes into Bellamy. Bellamy looking inside. Can't find anything. Passes back to Bays. Inside to Smith. Shot no good. Rebounded by Robin. Jenny bringing the ball down the court. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Christian bringing the ball down the court. Passes to Jenny. Back to Christian. Marion has pretty much slowed everything down. And Gate City has stopped most of what Marion's plays are. Jenny going in for the jumper there and hitting that one. Gate City down by 4 points. Score is 23-19. Bellamy with the ball. Looking inside. Passes out to Bays at the wing position. Inside to Smith. The shot's there. Bucket counts and she'll go to the line. Smith now with 4 points. She'll have one foul shot. Score is 23-21. She can pull within one here if she hits this one. Have 3 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. And Marion's trying to put their height in there. They've got in numbers 50, Vicky, and number 54, Robin, both close to the same height. A little bit taller than any of Gate City's players. Smith at the line. The shot is up, and it's good. Smith now has 5 points for Gate City. Christian bringing it down the court, looks to pass off, goes to Jenny and to Vicky. Vicky inside to number 30 who puts up the shot, and it's good. Bellamy bringing it down the court. Score is 25-22. Gate City down by 3 points. Bellamy looking full, shoots, not there, and Jenny comes down with a rebound. Passes out to Robin, out to and Bays down there trying to take the ball away, causing some trouble. Christian passing out to number 30, back to Christian. Bays right on top of her. Jenny with the ball looking for someone, and nothing there. Christian pulling, nothing there to shoot for. Passes back out to Jenny. Gate City's defense has really clamped down here in the second half. They're only down by 3 points. We have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. Number 30 looking inside. Marion trying to work the plays to both sides. Air ball there. Christian with the rebound. Passes out to Jenny. Again to number 30, nothing there. And Jenny with the ball now passes number 30. She's faked and she travels. And it'll be Gate City's ball with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Gate City is down by 3 points. The only player that's really in a lot of foul trouble is Morris. She's on the bench right now, taking it easy. Passes into Ghost. Ghost puts up the shot, no good. And let's see what the foul is. It looks like they're calling one on Smith. And that's what the call is. That was Smith's third personal foul. She went up for the rebound, and Robin and her both had their hands on the ball. Christian trying to break towards the goal. Inside, shots up and no good. Robin towering over the top. And it'll be Marion's ball. Trish Edwards not very happy with that call. She thought it went out on a Marion player. Minute and 54 seconds, and Morris comes in and will give Smith a little bit of a breather. Both with 3 personal fouls. Gate City just trying to contain. Passes into Vicky. Vicky underneath to number 42, and the shot is in there. Jenny now with 10 points, leading for Marion. Bellamy bringing it down the court. Gate City's down by 5 points, 27-22. Morris receiving the pass there. She's hit 1 3-pointer tonight. Bellamy back to Morris. Morris looking inside, passes back out to Bellamy. Bellamy to Bays. Bays with the shot, no good. Edwards with the rebound up. Shot no good. And Robin is just so big. Bays had her hand on the ball, and Robin just, had her hands up there and took it right out of her hands. And Bays couldn't even touch the ball. Christian with the ball at the top of the key, passing off to Jenny. Christian still trying to run that same play. It's not working for Marion. Bellamy, good defensive play there. Christian with the shot. She hit that. That was almost unbelievable that she got that shot in there. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Score is 29-22. We've got 51 seconds left on the clock. Bays with the ball, looks, passes back out to Morris, back to Bays, out to Bellamy. 40-some seconds on the clock, and the shot was short. Bays gets the ball back and puts it in for 2, though. Bays now with 4 points for Gate City. Gate City going into their full-court press. Vicky with the ball passes to number 30, back to Robin. Gate City still pressing. Jenny passing across court to number 30. Shot is in and good. Anna now with 4 points. Bellamy bringing it down the court. Score is 31-24. 8 seconds on the clock. Tries to pass. Kristen there getting on it. Morris passes to Edwards. Edwards puts up a shot just off the rim. And that's the end of the third quarter. Score is 31-24. Marion with the lead. 7-point lead for Marion. Coach Sandy Blackwell not very happy with what's going on out on the court. Marion's just been running basically one offensive play, and they really did not score that much off of that play. It was when that play broke down and their wing came and pulled on the shot and found the shot, while Gate City's defense had their back turned. And that's where their points came from in that quarter. Otherwise, Gate City's defense clamped down on them. They just found that one weak spot with that one play that they've been running. Gate City, I believe, has only lost one game, and that was not a district game. This is a district game. And they're going to be coming out here and playing for keeps. Last week they had a real close game with Abingdon. They won by, I believe, 2 or 3 points in the last 6 seconds of the game. Passes into Sally. Sally bringing it down the court. Morris giving her some trouble. Number 30 trying to get the shot off. Passes out to Robin. Robin comes in and scores. Now got 9 points. Bellamy bringing it down the court for Gate City. Bellamy passing out to Edwards. Edwards pulls, shoots, and it's good from 2. Edwards now with 8 points. Gate City's going to have to shut him off and take the ball away. Passes deep to number 32, BJ. Gets a shot up and a layup. They beat Gate City's press there simply from the long pass. Bellamy with the ball. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Morris with the ball, passing back to Bellamy. Bellamy pulling and passes right into the hands of Robin to Sally. Sally tries to shoot and she hits it. Sally now with 4 points for Marion, and Gate City is falling behind. They're down by 11 points now. Scores 37-26. Bays with the ball, looking inside, passes out to Bellamy. Bellamy pulls, and it's knocked away. And Ghost is called with the foul as she goes for the ball. That's Ghost's second personal foul of the night. 5th team foul against Gate City, and Robin will go to the line with a 1-on-1 shot. Score is 37-26. Gate City down by 11 points. This is the first time that Robin has been to the foul line tonight, I do believe. She's got a 1-on-1. First shot is up, and she hits it. She'll have one more shot. Gate City now down by 12 points. Shot is up, and she hits that one also. Smith comes in for Ghost. Carter bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes out to Bays. Bays looking to Morris. Morris back out to Bays. Across to Carter to Edwards with the shot, and it's good. Edwards now with 10 points. Score is 39-28. Gate City down by 11. Robin looking to pass the ball in. Passes in to number 40, to number 32, across to Anna, to number 20. Looks to shoot, nothing there. Passes back out to number 32. Sally passing into number 40. Number 30 pulls, shoots, and it's good. Anna now with 6 points for Marion. Carter bringing the ball down the court. Passes across to Bays. Bays to Morris. Morris from 3 back out to Bays. Didn't want to shoot it. Edwards with the shot. Long. Bays looking for the ball, and Anna gets it. Passes it out to Sally. Sally coming down the court, slows it down a little bit, passes to number 54. Shot was no good. Smith with the rebound, out to Morris. 5 minutes and 24 seconds, and a timeout is called by Gate City. With 5 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock, Gate City is getting blown away. The score is now 41-28. And it's Robin that's scoring, leading the score for Marion. She has 11 of the 41 points that they have. Gate City is now down by 13 points. Leading for Gate City is Trish Edwards. She has 10 points. Behind her is Morris with 7, Smith with 5, Bays with 4, and Bellamy with 2. Gate City has not been able to get on the boards that well tonight. They've been playing pretty good defense, but it's basically a size factor underneath the boards. Marion has some huge players, and they're able to take the ball away, and when they have to, put it right into the goal. All of Marion's players are strong, though, even if they're not coming off the boards on the simple shots. They're hitting the jumpers from the perimeter. Carter with the ball at the top of the key for Gate City. Passes to Bays. Bays tries to pass to Morris. Knocked out of bounds by Anna. Morris will be inbounding the ball for Gate City. Passes in to Carter. Carter back out to Morris. Morris back to Carter. Carter pulling. Back to Morris. Morris looking inside. Back to Carter. Carter from 2. Hits it. That's Carter's first 2 points tonight. Passes into 30. Back out to Robin. And Jenny bringing the ball down the court now. Score is 41-30. Robin wide open. Easy shot. Hits it. He's got 13 points now for Marion. Carter bringing it down the court. They're down by 13 points. Score is 43-30. Carter at the top of the key, looking inside. Looks to pass. Finds Smith. Puts it down. Tries to shoot. Nothing there. Morris tried to save the ball, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Marion's ball. Gate City's still trying to stop Marion on the inbound. Not getting it done, though. And number 42, Jenny walks. Edwards inbounding the ball for Gate City. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock. Gate City needs to score some points and shut Marion down. They're down by 13 points. Passes out to Bays. Bays back to Carter. Inside to Smith. And she loses the ball, and Marion comes up with it. Christian bringing it down the court for Marion. Taking her time, letting the offense set up, making Gate City's defense work. Jenny passing off to Robin. Christian looking inside. Can't hit Robin there. Jenny inside to number 40, and the shot is good. Dana now with 4 points for Marion. As Carter brings the ball down the court, they're down by 15 points, and Gate City really needs to score. Passes to Bays. Good pass inside to Smith. To Edwards. Shot is up, and that's good. Edwards now with 12. And it's Marion's ball. Again, Gate City trying to stop them. They're always finding that outlet man, though, to throw the ball into. Jenny passing to Christian. Christian looking cross court to Jenny, to Robin, underneath to Dana, and the shot is good. Gate City just not picking up the players that they have to pick up underneath. Marion's always got one player wide open. Another timeout called by Gate City with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock. Score is 47-32. Gate City still down by 15 points. And it's going to be difficult, or possibly even impossible, for them to come back at this moment. Marion's still scoring points. They haven't been able to stop them. And at this point, Gate City's doing well just to score counter points to keep Marion from running away with it. They've got almost 3 minutes. They're down by 15 points. They're going to need a lot of offense and some great defense out there if they're going to close in on this game. And Gate City sending most of their starting string back out. They've got as much height as they can out on the court right now. But Marion is still towering over top of them in the center and forward positions. Morris with the ball back out to Bellamy. Bellamy inside to Smith. Smith inside to Edwards. Good shot, but it's not in there. And Robin goes down. Looks like they do a little bit more acting. There's no way Heather Smith knocked that girl down. Looks like she outweighs Smith by about 50 pounds, and Heather just takes a slap at the ball, and Robin goes down on the court. That's not that realistic. That is Smith's 4th personal foul. Robin 100% from the foul line so far tonight. 1-1. She hits the first one. She's got 14 points now for Marion to lead scoring in the game. She's got one more shot. That's up, and she misses that. Edwards comes down with it. Let's see what they're going to call there. And the foul went against, I believe, number 40 of Marion. Edwards inbounding the ball for Gate City. Anytime Gate City fouls now, Marion's going to get a 1-and-1 because they've got 5 team fouls, while Marion only has 3. Morris with the ball now, passing off to Bays. Bays looking inside, back out to Morris. Morris looking for the shots, they're not there. Smith back out to Bays. Bays looking inside, tries to drive the baseline. Morris with the shot, it's no good. She was fouled by Anna, and Morris should be getting 2 shots. Let's see, and that's what they're saying, 2 shots for Morris. Score is 48-32. Marion with a 16-point lead over Gate City. First shot is no good for Morris. Morris with 7 points for Gate City. Second shot is up, and she hits that one. Score is now 48-33. Bays steals that one away. That's what Gate City needs to be doing. They need to get in there and score now. Morris with the ball, passing back out to Bellamy. Bellamy looking inside, back to Morris. Morris gives a fake, back to Bellamy. No shots there. Morris puts one up. Oh, just off the rim. Edwards comes up with the rebound, puts up the shot just off the rim again. Bays with the rebound, no good. And Morris with the rebound, turns, shoots, and good. Morris now with 10 points for Gate City. Score is 48-35. They're down by 13 points. Anna passing to Christian. Gate City needs to take the ball away and come back and score some more points. Passes to Jenny. Morris right there on top of her. Gate City playing some excellent defense. They just haven't been able to stop them completely. And that'll be Marion's ball as it's knocked away by a Gate City player. We have 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock, and a timeout is called by Gate City. The score is 48-35. Gate City is down by 13 points in the fourth quarter. We have 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock, and it's going to be tough for Gate City to come back or even come back and be close to what Marion has right now. Leading for Gate City is Edwards with 12 points, Morris right behind her with 10, Smith with 5, Bays with 4, Carter with 2, and Bellamy with 2. The story is actually Marion, who has Robin with 14 points, Jenny with 10, Dana with 6, BJ with 4, Anna with 6, and Christian with 4, and Sally with 4. They've got the points spread out a lot throughout their lineup. They have a big lineup. They've got 3 players more than what Gate City has, but they've been able to play more of them. They've got more size than Gate City, and that's come in handy against Gate City's team. Passing in to Anna. Anna trying to just eat the clock up. Passes back out to Jenny. Jenny out to 40 to back to Christian, who just lets the offense step back up. And Morris coming up with the ball there as Christian could not hold on to it. Morris pushing it down the court, slowing it down now. We've got less than a minute left on the clock. Smith looking to shoot. Number 40 knocks it away. She passes to Morris. Morris pulls and is fouled. I believe number 42 with the hand there will go to the line. 2 shots. That's the 5th team foul. If Marion fouls again, Gate City will go to the line. We've got 49 seconds on the clock. Smart play by Morris. It'll stop the clock. She'll get 2 shots. And that was the 5th team foul. The first one is good.